let's see here. I guess we're just gonna hop right on into it. Just gonna get started, you know? Okay, simple one remove, not a bad start. Let's take a look at the pathing here. Okay. Pretty reasonable. We do have Hexaghost at the end. I love... Remove 1 is just a fine start. It's not quite as nice as Remove 2, but it's just fine. I think... So what I'm seeing here is the Super Elite is pretty much off the table because... Well, actually, not completely off the table. We could consider going Upgrade and then the Super Elite and going this way. But I think what's more likely here, what I'm looking really at, is this junction to kind of head towards. And then once we hit this junction, we're going to want to decide between going to the early shop and going and fighting the Elite. Now, some pretty good stuff would have to happen to us in these 3 nodes in order for me to feel comfortable fighting this Elite before the upgrade. But it's certainly possible that that can happen, right? And if it doesn't happen, then we have basically like an extra question mark, a shop, another like 2 fires and a fight and a relic before the first Elite, and then we can take 2 Elites with another shop late, which I think is very appealing. Now, if we end up spending... well, we'll see. So, we have 99 gold. It's only 175 gold for 2 removes, which is very, very easy to acquire in Act 1. For example, this Elite is 30 gold already, and then we have 4 fights before it, and that's 60 gold, so it's already 90 gold. So, like, you're already pretty much guaranteed to be able to remove here and remove here if that's what you need to do. And that's not even counting the fact that there could be gold in either of these question marks, and there also could be gold in the chest. And also, it is technically possible to get relics that give you gold, maw bank, ceramic fish, etc. What's up, Byron? So yeah, ideally we would like to take 3 elites. But it's not really... Like, we're gonna have to commit to this, like, you know, it's a floor 6 elite before a campfire. We have to basically commit to that. I want to be able to commit to that as late as possible, is what I'm thinking right now. So committing to that here would be the latest that we could possibly commit to it, basically. And any 3 elite path in the act is going to run through this elite here. So yeah, I'm definitely looking at this to end the act, I think. Just makes the most sense to do something like this at the end of the act. So yeah, I think this is a very reasonable start, and yeah, remove 1 is like perfectly fine. Not an amazing start by any means, but like solid. Like if you were to tell me, okay, you're gonna get remove 1 start, I'd be like, all right, cool, fine. Yes, remove. Oh, did you die already, Papa? Yeah, I mean that run was pretty cursed. Crown swap is especially on Ironclad. Like, Ironclad, like, swapping is already, and then you swap into Crown on Clad, and it's like, yeah. Thanks for the raid, partner. Merling, indeed. We got remove, so we're happy. Very nice. The defend is out of the deck. Pog. How do you feel about obtain a curse there? Yeah, exactly. Obtain a curse indeed. So yeah, we'll start here, we'll go here, and we'll see what's happening. So you know exactly what we're drawing next turn. Yeah, this is just fine. Taking 2 in this fight is completely acceptable, of course. Okay, Gambler's Brew, not exactly the potion that you want to see, but it's a solid potion. And Empty Fist is a card that is very clickable on floor 1. Streak's at 14 now. Yeah, Empty Fist is certainly in the clickable category, for a couple of reasons. Number one, it is a stance manipulator, which is pretty important to have early. And number two is the upgrade. The upgrade on Empty Fist is absolutely ridiculous. I have no idea why this card upgrades to deal 14 damage. It really makes 0 sense whatsoever. But it upgrades to deal 14 damage. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it was in line with all of the other damage commons in the game, it would just upgrade to, like, 12. Common card does 28 for 1 energy. I mean, you do have to sink an upgrade into it, right? But, like, yeah. Yeah. Empty Fist. Jawworm. Oh. Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is, Mr. Worm. Okay. Okay. All right. Alrighty then. That's a card. That's a card. And a card that gets even better when we have, the old Fister in the deck already. Any GG colors. Take 12 damage, gain 15 HP, add a Tantrum to your deck. Something like that. Something like that. Carve Reality is also notably very strong. But Tantrum is Tantrum. It says Tantrum on it, and you click it because it says Tantrum on it. And now, depending on what happens in this node, of course, I do feel fairly confident in saucing this 3 elite path here. Scarf here for sure. I mean, I want to be very clear, I would be incredibly happy to see Carve Reality on this screen. Like, incredibly happy. I think that Carve is one of the absolute best, if not the best, damage card that you can see early. Like, that's not Tantrum, you know? Like, it's, yeah. Because, I mean, even Tantrum can't do 24 damage for 1 energy. Well, okay, this isn't really 24 damage for 1 energy. It's more like, I guess it's just 36 damage for 2 energy, which is basically the exact same thing that Tantrum does, kind of, right? It's sort of like that. But, yeah, I mean, Tantrum's just better for a variety of reasons. Mainly the whole, like, stance switching thing is pretty good. And also the fact that it shuffles into your deck means that you effectively add, like, you're effectively adding, like, 2.5 attacks to your deck when you take Tantrum, but you only actually have to add 1 card. That's pretty much why it's so ridiculous, right? Like, this is basically like adding 2 attacks to your deck for 1 card, but this is, like, even more than 2 attacks for 1 card. Yeah, we can take this. We're absolutely fine to take this. With the regen potion, and with the Gambler's Brew, we pretty much never die to this elite. So, yeah, upgrades are just really good. Like, every upgrade in the deck is solid. Obviously, the good upgrades are are good, but, like, even the strike upgrade, like, the defend upgrades are the bad ones, right? But, like, every other upgrade is pretty significant, genuinely. So, yeah, you obviously click this button. Okay. It's scorching hot. Scorching hot. Scorching. Hold on. We gotta. Scorching hot. There we go. Any scorching hot gamers? So freakingly red, man. So yeah, I do think that as much as I would like to go to double shop, I do think that taking 3 elites takes precedence, especially when we can still go to one shop on the 3 elite path. Yeah, streaks at 14. Very nice start, though. Very, very nice start. I mean, as far as, like, the dream for the first 3 floors, I mean, we're pretty much there. Like, we have Eruption upgrade already, we have a Tantrum Plus in the deck, and we have an Empty Fist, and we got removed from the start. Like, it's pretty nuts. And we got 2 potions in our first 2 fights. Like, pretty insane. Pretty insane, honestly. And we're still, well, okay, yeah, nice opening hand, by the way, super cool. We're still gonna take 7 here, I think. The probability of us getting a potion is very low, and I would like to be able to get value out of the regen potion in this fight, I think. This is just, like, take 8, though, right? No, we can take 7 if we do strike, 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 miracle, defend. Yeah. Yeah, we can take 7 here. Thanks for that follow, friend. 14.99. That's good. That's a good one. Now, like, in 20% of the time, we are pretty sad here if we don't use this, but, like, we're basically killing next turn every time, so... we would only really be getting 5 HP. I mean, I guess we could technically stall, but, like, there was no guarantee. I guess there was always kill or stall, but, like, I want to get more than 5 HP out of this, and Gambler's Root isn't even that good. Like, if we see a good potion instead, I'm not feeling too bad about ditching Gambler's Brew. Of course we see a potion, but it's an insane potion, so again, not feeling too bad about ditching Gambler's Brew. I wonder about this. I mean, now we have 10% potion chance. Fight feels rougher than the other ones. Yeah, it's very high variance. I mean, if it's Knob, we're completely crushing regardless. Like, really, we do not have to worry about Knob, basically, at all. And Flex, like, Flex just does what Gambler does, but better, basically. And we don't take these. No shot. Let's take 23 damage, huh? Okay, it is Sentries, which is probably the worst elite. Definitely wondering if this is a flex on turn 1 kind of a situation here. Because we need to play these, and wait, can we kill 9 plus 24 plus... Okay, so we can technically kill here. But if we kill here, we don't do any damage to either of these, and next turn, the draw could be very cringe. So I'm thinking it might be like flex, deal 14 plus 22 to one of these, and then kill this one with Tantrum. No. So we don't. Empty Fist doesn't really do anything. It might be a very, very marginal improvement to the deck, but the point is that when you're playing Watcher and you have like very high quality cards already, you don't need to add cards to your deck. And in fact, usually it's actually detrimental to do so in the long run. I would certainly like to be 9 HP higher right now, or more with this regen potion, but like I still think that the play was correct, what we did. God, I put so much value on the Flex Potion is the thing here. Like, I actually think that Flex Potion is incredibly valuable. So, like, if we can get away with not using it, I would like to do that. The problem is that I just don't really see that happening here. Yeah, Tantrum and Vigilance and Weight is not really a line. If anything, it would be like Eruption, Tantrum, Miracle, Vigilance. That could be considered a line. But the point is that this fight is very, very scary, and we're on 20 HP, right? Which is, like, you know... I mean, this fight, you basically have to end right away, which means we essentially have to end in Wrath here. If we don't end in Wrath, then we're, what's up, Galgon? How's it going? Yep. Exactly. This is the hardest elite for Watcher by far, and especially for this kind of deck. And we're at our weakest. We're, you know, it's the earliest elite of the act. So it just makes sense. Unfortunately, we only have a 10% potion chance, right? So that makes it a little bit more sad, but yeah, I agree that we should glug here. Unfortunately, Tantrum is like super overkill, but it is what it is. It can't really be stopped here, because Tantrum is like 60 something damage with this stupid Flex Potion, but yeah, I think it has to be Flex. And the only thing that we have to determine now is whether or not the Eruption, like where the Eruption and the Strike go. So Eruption is 14, Strike is 22, so that's 36. Which means that any attack will kill this one if we do 36 to it. Okay, so Strike here, Miracle Empty Fist here, double defend. Gremlin Horn is very nice if we face sentries again, and also very nice in any of the really hard pool hallways of Act 1 here. Yeah, not too shabby whatsoever. I do think that we want to skip on these. We didn't get a potion, which is to be expected. We now have a 20% potion chance. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So if we go to... Alright, so we need to weigh basically this question mark. What do we like? What do we not like? Living Wall is a remove. That's good. Wing Statue is a remove. That's good. Cleric is a remove. That's good. So Living Wall, Wing Statue, Cleric, all very nice. I would not probably want to click on Scrap Ooze. I might click like once on Scrap Ooze, so like 25% to get a relic. That's not super great. This can this technically be Dead Adventurer? What's the threshold for Dead Adventurer? Is it floor 6? It might be, right? Banana would be okay, although I'm hoping that we wouldn't need it. Floor 7 plus. Yeah, so yeah, could technically be Dead Adventurer. I'm thinking the only ones that are really bad are Serpent and Scrap Ooze, right? All the other ones are like very, very good for us. Face Trader is a shrine, so we don't think about shrines as much. Because it's not like it's not super relevant to think about shrines. I mean, regen pot, I don't know. I think I kind of want to just maybe see cards here. No, we're gonna see plenty of cards, right? We're going to a shop, and we're gonna see, yeah. We should definitely go here. Okay, this is acceptable. Bit scary. And maybe we think about resting now. Because Laga can still do fairly significant damage to us. With no potion, Laga can definitely hurt us. So I do think that a rest is in order here. But that's fine, because we already have, like... I mean, Empty Fist upgrade would be pretty huge. Empty Fist upgrade would be pretty huge. Risk of taking 16 from Knob? Yeah, if we draw very poorly, there's a risk of taking 16 from Knob, but we'd have to draw very poorly. Omamori is fine, not amazing, but fine. Definitely now our Act 2 event farming is very, very good looking with Omamori and Golden Idol. Okay. Actually kind of awkward here to draw this much of our damage on turn 1. We only have 24 damage remaining in the deck. I guess, no, we have Tantrum, right? Tantrum is going to shuffle itself in. So, the question that we have to ask ourselves here is, do we ever play Empty Fist? Is there ever a world where we play? I think the answer is no. Is it Fist first? No, it's never Fist first because, the strikes deal more damage. Like, the strikes in Wrath deal more damage than the Fist. If the Fist was upgraded, it would be Fist first. But, as it stands, there's really only one play here. If we draw Tantrum and... Okay, so... If we play Strike here, we would have to draw one attack in 2 cards. So we'd have to draw exactly Defend and Vigilance. But this does save us... It saves us 13 HP if we do this. But literally any attack. Yeah, so there's only, yeah, so literally any attack. So I do think that it's worth it. And the risk, yeah, the risk of ruin is like very low here. Okay. We did not get ruined. Cool. Okay. At this point, we are starting to want to think about the Hexaghost a little bit, because our current loadout is not exactly destroying the Hexaghost. And none of these cards really say that. Lesson Learned is okay, especially when we consider that we are going to 3 more fights in this act. Getting all of the base cards upgraded is very strong. Very strong. And just seeing triple upgrade, like, Lesson Learned is immediately a slight downside for the deck. But if we are able to upgrade here, here, and here, it'll already probably be a net positive. It is a card that you do have some trouble with potentially bricking your hands in a deck of this size. But most likely having the entire deck be upgraded will make up for that. It's very difficult to say. It's very difficult to say. I mean, the goal ultimately is to remove everything, right? Like, that is what we want to do. We are technically Hogger greater than Dagger. I mean, certainly in this deck. Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen... There's no Talk to the Hand or Mental Fortress yet, so we don't have, like, a great block engine going on, which somewhat speaks against this, I think. But there's potential that we just don't need it. Like, we're gonna upgrade Empty Fist here, probably. I mean, unless we get something like a Meditate, I would upgrade over Empty Fist, or maybe Talk to the Hand, I would upgrade over Empty Fist. Yeah, I mean, I think with what we currently have, it's actually not even that great, and it doesn't really help us. Well, no, it does help us against Hexaghost, right? Because the 3 upgrades are going to play a lot in Hexa, for sure. But I mean, right now it really is just going to be upgrading the base cards, which we want to remove anyway, right? Giga Chad? Yeah. I'm so behind on my better Twitch TV stuff. Okay, so no potion here either, which means 30, 40, 50, so most likely we have a potion incoming in the next 3 fights. Having to use the Flex Potion was pretty sad, but we will maybe buy a potion here, if there's a good one, as a way to solve the Hexaghost. Edit Life Coach's face onto Giga Chad? Oh, that would be amazing. That would be truly amazing. Yeah, this lesson learned is so weird. It's so weird. Not sure how I feel about it, to be honest. Really not sure how I feel about it. I mean, it just has to be good, right? Like, infinite or not, having your entire deck upgraded is really frickin' strong. Lol. Lesson learned immediately paying off. We've had 3 random upgrades, and we've hit literally the 3 best upgrades in the deck. Like, what is going on right now? Okay, Sands of Time. Probably not, especially with these upgraded. Yeah, no. No Sands. Deceive also, no. We're not desperate enough to want Deceive yet. Sans Undertale, exactly. And yeah, of course, we go for the Elite. We have 314 gold thanks to our, oh wow, Pog, 18 extra gold already from Golden Idol. Insane. Okay, Medical Kit, Strength Potion, Horn Cleat. We gotta remove, right? You know we're removing. I think we can probably just remove and feel pretty good about it. Medical Kit is interesting versus Hexa, and is interesting just overall, because Medical Kit is like effectively 2 removes, kind of, weirdly. It's sort of 2 removes in terms of the heart fight, but it's really not 2 removes, like, in the grand scheme of things, right? It does also technically solve the Nemesis. If Nemesis is going to be an issue for you, Medical Kit can be quite good there. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Cut Through Fate is something that is probably, like, the only attack that I would even begin to consider here. Just as, like, a way to get some amount of draw manipulation into the deck, because currently we have no draw manipulation, and draw manipulation is very important. Do we need Halt for Hexa? No. I'm thinking, if anything, Strength Potion for Hexa. Like, if we buy Medical Kit, then we don't need anything for Hexa, certainly, because we just do so much damage. Yeah, I mean, basically Rush Down. Any of the 1-cost Calm cards, any Inner Peace, any Meditate, any, like, Inner Peace, all the cards that we're normally looking for. Just refer to the tier list, honestly. It's, I mean, any card that's high up on the tier list, we would probably click right now. All the normal stuff, really. It's early enough in the run, and our deck is high quality enough that we can afford to be picky. So, yeah. And we just do so much damage. Like, the Hexaghost doesn't really stand a chance. Like, we could draw pretty poorly in the fight and just completely own, most likely. Especially if we buy the Medical Kit. Like, we're definitely buying one of Medical Kit or Strength Potion. That certainly needs to happen. Like, one of those 2 needs to be purchased in order to guarantee that we kill Hexa. But either one works, I think. With the Gremlin Horn, the sentries should not be that much of an issue. Lagavulin could genuinely be scarier than sentries here. Let's do the obvious thing. And then we can afford, like, Medical Kit plus Cut Through Fate. That's potentially on the table here. Those are the only cards the character has? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but the whole idea behind this strategy is that, yes, obviously you click on the cards, but this strategy is also the best strategy if you don't see any of the cards, because you are in the best possible position to be able to utilize the other non-the card scaling cards, right? Which is why this strategy, I think, is so effective. The issue that I have with Medical Kit is that it really doesn't do anything for a long time. Like, it takes a very long time for this to do anything at all, right? And it's fairly expensive, you know? It's not cheap by any means, right? So like the combination of those two factors make it slightly less desirable, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. We're not gonna have problems for a really long time, and like spending this money, like money is really, really, really important when you're playing Watcher, because like when you're playing this style of Watcher, because removals are that big of a deal, right? Removals are just like stupidly strong, and that's it basically. I also genuinely quite enjoy this blood vial, and with the blood vial, we probably don't think about bites, but it's an interesting thing to think about here, because we are, well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we probably don't think about bites, but we'll see. We'll see for sure. There might be a world where with the blood vial we take the bites. Probably not, but it's potentially considerable. We only need rushdown, another commentary, and a remove to go infinite. That can be, the same can be said of the Watcher base deck with an eruption upgrade. And that's you know that sentence essentially just sums up exactly my thoughts on the character. So what about like Cut Through Fate Strength Potion here? Any thoughts on Cut Through Fate Strength Potion? How much more frequently would you pick bites if it was rebalanced to replace your strikes rather than giving you 5? A lot more frequently. A lot more frequently. Like, it would be a super overpowered event if that was the case. Because, like, essentially the entire reason that the event is bad is because it gives you more cards that are not, like, that good, right? But yeah, I mean, if I have like 3 strikes and I can take bites, like, you're darn tootin', I'm taking them in a lot of cases. Maybe not so much on Watcher, but like, you know, for Silent and Defect and Ironclad, like, sustain is huge, and like being able to full heal off of certain fights, or like effectively full heal off of certain fights, is like insanely strong. And of course, every time you have Blood Vial, you would take it, right? Yeah, Strength Pot might even be overkill versus Hexa. Well, no. If we're not taking Medkit, I don't think that it is. Like, I stand by the we need to buy one of either Medkit or Strength Pot. So I guess Strength Pot it is. And we have 126 gold. We're gonna be getting like, you know, 17 and like 35, like, I don't know. Let's just call this like 60 gold on average, or I don't know, 55 gold on average, and then this is like 100 gold, so like 155. So we're gonna have a lot of money going into the early Act 2 shop if we go there. They're better than Strike. Yeah. Yeah. They're significantly better than Strike. But I mean, when they don't cost any max HP, it's pretty cool. And I mean, Blood Vial is a common relic, right? Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you just need them to get through Act 2. I've definitely had runs where the run was really struggling, and then I took bites, and I, like, bit myself up to full on, like, the Centurion Mystic fight, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, wow, I'm in an actually good spot now. Nothing else to do here. We move on. Well, That's very angry next hand. I'll save the Miracle. With the Cut Through Fate and the Lesson Learned in the deck, I'll save the Miracle. He blocks for 9 here. Yeah, what am I thinking? It's super lethal. Okay, so we didn't see a potion there. We have a 50% potion chance here. Although the regen potion is much more useful in Act 2 than it is here. Although we are pretty likely to take fairly significant damage in this fight. Is that true? I mean, how much damage are we doing? This turn we're doing 49 damage. So 41 damage. 114 minus 41 is 73. We never do 73 next turn, but 73 over 2 turns is very possible. What's up, Guppy? How's it going? Oh yeah, these I should just take out my mod command. Hold on. Let me just go to Nightbot really quick and just edit the mod command right now, because it should happen. We should just do that immediately. Okay. I'm just gonna change it to say stats, because that's the only mod that I use that actually does anything. So if we open here, we have Vigilance and Defend in the deck, which I like. Yeah, Vigilance and Defend in the deck I definitely like. If we need to use Regen Pot in Hexa, we will, I guess. Like, hopefully we can draw Vigilance and Defend next turn, and then the turn after we hopefully kill, is the idea. Okay, so it looks like it's just Vigilance. And the play is like Tantrum's 12, so it's 30. So if we do Tantrum and Strike, we might not be able to get a Lesson Learned here. Depending on what we draw next turn. What's up, Man of Cheese? Oh, I should resolve the prediction. Hold on. Okay. I forgot to do that yesterday. Okay, so the problem here is that if we do Tantrum Strike, that's 12 plus 18 damage, that's 30 damage, he goes to 43. And then next turn, if we want to try to Lesson Learned, the most, like, yeah, we're just not really getting there next turn. Like, we would have to draw, alongside the Tantrum, we would have to draw, like, let's see, Tantrum plus Strike deals 24, so he's at 43, so, yeah, we'd have to draw, basically, exactly Empty Fist in order to kill next turn. Which I'm not a huge fan of having to draw exactly Empty Fist in order to kill next turn. So we might be trying to block for... We might be trying to block for... Well, we can cut into defend guaranteed, right? We might be trying to block this turn and next turn. I mean, if we're in calm, we can potentially do 73 damage in a turn, right? Well, and it's not even 73, because we're going to cut into defend, so it's actually 66, which we can definitely do if we're in calm. So... I think that's the plan. The question is, if we're taking 13 this turn, we're going to 17. Yeah, that's a fine number, honestly. Well, okay, we have a 50% potion chance here, right? So if we're going to use this regen potion, we should definitely use it this fight. With the 50% potion chance. Yeah. And I mean, even if we have to, like, rest into Hexa, we will. Like, I wouldn't be entirely opposed to resting into Hexa, depending on what happens here. Yeah. That Silent Run last night was super rough. I took, like, basically the most aggressive path that was possible to take in Act 1, and the most aggressive path that was possible to take in Act 2, and I just didn't see anything that was actually going to allow me to kill the champ. It was pretty tragic. I think maybe if I had played absolutely perfectly every single fight, there would have been a slight chance that I could have killed the champ, but it was, yeah, the bomb is super good. I unfortunately did not see any I got super boned on potions. I saw like one potion in the first 7 fights of Act 1, and it was a Gambler's Brew. Oh wait, did I... What was my decision on this regen pot? Because if my decision was that I wanted to use it, that definitely should have happened already. So I guess my decision was that I'm not using it. Oh. It's the Sundial Relic. Well, that makes going infinite a lot easier. Study goes infinite with Sundial. Not exactly. Not exactly. We also didn't see a potion, which is nice. Given infinite turns, you draw infinite cards. True. Actually majorly large. Okay, so we have 2 strike upgrades. How do we feel about going into Hexa on 16 HP? Well, with the regen pot, we should never die, right? Yeah, it's a bit sus. It feels potentially sus, especially with this, like, lesson garbage that we're trying to do. But I mean, yeah, with Strength Pot, like, Hexa should die very quickly, right? That's sort of the idea here. I'm just saying, like, I can picture a potentially cringe draw order. It's there, you know? It's there. Like, for instance, if we top deck both of our exits, that could be quite bad. Because that means we're not allowed to go into Wrath. You know, playing Watcher is a lot about mitigating the potential ways that you can die. So yeah, we're going to try to do that if we can. With the lesson learned in the deck, with the lesson learned in the deck, I don't really see the upgrades as being that important, because we will just we will just be getting them over time. I mean, it is gonna save us HP immediately into Act 2, but you know what else saves us HP immediately into Act 2? Regen Pot, which we would probably have to pop if we didn't rest, right? What's up, Flower? How's it going? Always a pleasure to have you here. Yeah, we just don't need this garbage. It's completely unnecessary. If for some reason we thought we were super struggling against Hexa, Sands of Time is like a big card against Hexa, but we're not, right? Like with Strength Potion, we're just not. If we were to upgrade something, it would probably be Cut Through Fate, although Vigilance does make a quite compelling argument for itself. Yeah. Resting for 18 brings us up to 34, 30... Oh, we would go to exactly 36 with the Blood Vial? You traitor, Blood Vial. 36 is not a good number, because that means that Hexa gets to attack us for 24 on turn 2. Maybe that alone makes the rest not worth it. Because 12 versus 24, like, effectively because we're never really blocking that hit, right? So effectively, we're healing 18, but then Hexa is just like, oh yeah, I'm going to do 12 damage more to you. Like, this heals even worse because it breaks 2 thresholds, right? Yeah, rest is for 6 HP. So it seems... No, you don't regen turn 1. You regen turn 2. Because if we regen turn... Well, actually, no, we can regen turn 1 because we go to 18, 18, 23. So it doesn't hit a threshold. So yes, we can regen turn 1. Depending on the draw, though, we'll decide whether or not we need to do that. Yeah, I do think we should upgrade then, and probably want to upgrade, like, Cut Through Fate. It's either Cut Through Fate or Vigilance. They're both, like, very good upgrades. I think actually I want to do the Vigilance, though. I think it has more potential to save damage, given the fact that it is our, like, best block card, and we probably want to be playing Vigilance almost every time that we see it. Especially, like, 12 is just a very big number against this enemy in particular. Upgrade Electro? Yes, of course. Okay. We'll start with Strength Potion. So we are not guaranteed to see an exit here. No, we are guaranteed to see an exit because we have 8 cards. These are 2 of them. We're drawing 1. So yeah, we're guaranteed to see an exit. And also Vigilance is in the draw pile, so I'm not thinking that we need to regen potion right now. Also, the Miracle can be saved for a later date. There's really no reason to use Miracle right now. Okay, very unfortunately, we bottom deck the Vigilance here, which definitely sucks, which means we're taking 7 this turn. Yeah. It also means that Vigilance misses the shuffle, which sucks. I mean, we're doing, like, 72 damage, though. Like, that's a third of Hexa's HP that we're just doing on this turn. Tantrum does 40. Yeah. Tantrum do be saying 40 damage on it. I mean, we care if we're dying, right? Like, because we're okay. We might be guaranteed to take 12, and then I mean, I guess we can always probably regen pot later, and it won't matter, right? Okay, so next turn, if we don't draw defend, we have to regen pot. We could try to go for lethal over 2 here. If we go Vigilance, Tantrum, Strike, Strike, that does 20 plus 44, so that's 64, and then we'd have to deal 86 next turn, which if we draw a Tantrum is entirely possible. It's technically not possible to miss defend it. Well, okay, hold on. The question is, if we do that, is there a hand where we die? So Tantrum gets shuffled in, which means there are 8 cards here. What are the worst cards that we can possibly draw? It would be like Defend, Eruption, Strike, Strike, Lesson Learned, in which case we'd be taking 24, and we would not be anywhere close to a kill. So it seems like that line is completely out of the question. Yeah, if we redraw Tantrum, it's very easy, right? It's very easy. But if we don't redraw Tantrum, not so much. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, we're getting Burns shuffled in right now. It's, you know, this is not, it's not just completely easy, especially with this lesson garbage in our deck, right? I mean, Tantrum needs to be played here, and missing out on this damage is pretty significant. But there is a non-zero chance to just straight up die, right? Like, if we were to draw basically any combination of... well, okay, hold on. If we draw Tantrum, yeah, Tantrum deals 40 damage, and then... Yeah, so if we draw Tantrum, we always win. If we draw Cut Through Fate, we always win. If we regen this turn, then we gain 9. So technically speaking, then defend would be... Yeah. That's true. That's true. I mean, the question is still just, can we get out of this fight without using regen pot? Because if we can do that, then I certainly would like to, you know? Heuristics. Yeah. Oh my god. If somebody could make that command, I would appreciate it. God, that is one of the best ones that I've seen in a long time. Like, that might even be the best one. It's so good. It is actually so good. It is actually just so good. Is that from a real person? Yeah. No, it's a real Steam review that somebody actually, like, took the time to write up. Speaking is hard. The Steam reviews are really good. It's a gold mine. I go back there every few months, just to see, because like it takes a while for the negative reviews of this game to accumulate, and unfortunately most of them are just like one sentence, and it's mostly just like, yes, this game is an RNG fest and not worth it. There are some actually in reading through the recent ones, there are some legitimate criticisms of the game, which I accept. Like, people don't love the art style, which I think is, you know, reasonable. Personally, for me, I find the art style very endearing. Like, it doesn't pop out at you and go, oh my god, that's like amazing. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't even really look at the art anymore, because I just look at the numbers on the cards, and I mean, I'm not, like, when I look here, I do not look at this portion of this picture at all. I'm only looking at this, right? Like, these are the only things that I care about here, and like, I'm not looking at this at all. I'm just looking at this. Well, I'm not looking at this in this fight, but I'm looking at this, basically, right? I mean, there are plenty of there's plenty of modded content. If you want, you know, more content, there's a ton of modded content that is, like, generally fairly high quality for what it is. The YouTube posters pretend to use heuristics. Yeah, the arrow. Hold on. Yeah, this arrow. I love that. I love that arrow. The question. Okay, so we have a line that like guarantee wins the fight, basically, right? But the question that we have to ask ourselves is, what does the fight look like if we don't go for that line? And like, are we ever saving the regen potion? Because, like, okay, we have 18 damage incoming. The defend only blocks for 16, which means we have to redraw block in order to not die. Like, the line probably lives, right? The line probably lives. But it's a bit scary, honestly. You have choices against the RNG? Yeah, it's not like we haven't spent, you know, 10 minutes on this turn. I mean, a lot of that has just been me BSing with chat, but, like, you know, it's not like we haven't spent a considerable amount of time thinking about this turn. You know, so. Okay. This also, like, increases the chance that we get a lesson proc. I don't know. I like it. I like it. I think it... Yeah, and I mean, this is even, like, a few HP into next act if it does end up healing us, right? Which is pretty significant. Okay, so we drew the tantrum, and we can get the lesson. next turn. We would take 7, but we'd heal 4 back, and that's certainly worth it. We also move Sundial. So yeah, it's certainly worth it. Wait a minute. Is that too much damage? I think it's too much damage. Yeah, but we can... Wait, hold on. So this does 12. If we Empty Fist... Oh, yeah, no, it's not. It's not a problem. Okay. Thought there might be a problem. There's not a problem. The Vault card, notable for saying Vault on it. We click that. The Pyramid Relic, notable for saying Pyramid on it. We click that as well. Pyramid is a common relic, by the way. In the Marl verse, Pyramid is a common relic, you see. It happens every time. Astrolabe also notably quite strong here. Actually, less strong with Lesson Learned. Significantly less strong with Lesson Learned. This Marl guy get Pyramid a lot. It's true. It's true. Should have Astro swapped. Astro swap, yeah. I'm kind of tempted, actually, to go and look up, Hold on. Here, let me... it's too much effort. I was gonna, like, screenshot the seed and ask Byron to tell me what I would have Astroed into. Astro for Rushdown? Guaranteed. Interesting thought. But yeah, no, I mean, especially with Vault, like, Pyramid gets even more insane with Vault. Because if you draw Vault on turn 1, it's just like, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. It's Pyramid. It's always Pyramid. It's never not Pyramid. But according to, I would just like to point this out, actually. According to a certain streamer, Pyramid is actually not good on Watcher due to the retain mechanic. Yeah. That is genuinely a thing, that there is a high-level streamer that believes that. Yeah. Not so subtle, Shade. I mean, if you know, you know, and if you don't know, that's okay. Alright. So... what do we have here? Collector? Alright. Well, Collector might require a potion solution, but we might even be infinite by the time we get to Collector. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards, like 11 real cards in the deck. So, technically speaking, all we need is like 1 Empty Mind and 1 remove, and we're... actually, no, we do need 2 removes, right? We do need 2 removes. We need Empty Mind and 2 removes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Watcher's retain cards just aren't good. That's basically what it is. So I would like to go to the early shop. The problem is that the early shop... well, we still can take 3 elites in the act, I guess. Yeah, early shop, very appealing here. But there is also this path. Well, the fires suck, right? So this path kind of sucks because of how many fires are on it. Like, ideally, we can just yeet right up here, just go swoop and just, like, you know, sauce into all these fights and just do completely fine. But saving the Spicy Elite for Act 3 is not, like, the worst thing ever, especially when we're not, like, desperate for removes with Pyramid and the fact that we already have a lot of removes. Like, we only really need, like, 3 or 4 removes more, technically. And yeah, the events are very good with Omamori and Golden Idol. The events are very good. Okay, Zoomer. Listen here. That's probably an accurate characterization, but, you know. Omamori, Idol, Blood Vial, Ultra Mega Eventa Farm, exactly. Cringe. Exactly. Yeah, we have all of them. Yeah, we have, Blood Vial, yeah. Let's do this. Uh-oh, Stinky Avocado. We do Vigilance, though, so it's all good. So... This isn't a kill, right? 9, 24... Not a kill with Lesson Learned. Yeah, I'm just wondering about Sundial. But we wouldn't, I don't think we would actually give Lesson Learned. I think we would just give up a strike, probably. Because the Lesson Learned exhausts, and that's pretty relevant here, genuinely. I don't think there's any way we preserve Sundial and don't take damage in this fight. Because, like, the most we can block for while frail is 12. And that just doesn't really work. Oh, we can cut to get Lesson here. Hold on. We might actually be able to... Or cut to get Sundial. So if we cut into Vigilance here... Then we can play Vigilance, Defend, and that full blocks. We always have lethal. Kind of a shame that the defends aren't getting upgraded here, because I am actually going to be removing strikes over defends, with this deck now. I say this pretty much every time that I have Pyramid, but essentially the... Whoa! Thanks for the gifty flower. Appreciate ya. I will do my very best to do the winning flower. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful evening. So essentially the entire reason that you remove defends is so that you can play attacks alongside Wrath. But when all of your cards retain, there is really no reason to like keep the strikes in the deck, because now the only thing that we actually care about is if we're not killing on turn 1, we want to be able to block in, right? Finesse Enjoyer? Unironically, yes. Oh, you're talking about Papa, but I mean, I would take Finesse here for sure, because that's infinite. Finesse is infinite with the Cut Through Fate. It's basically just solving, well, it doesn't necessarily solve Time Meter. We'd have to figure out a different way to do that, but stay in Wrath infinite? Yes. Actually, true. Yeah, we could do a lot of damage that way. But none of these. These are just garbage cards. Ooh, is that a removal? We could get 3 upgrades, or we could remove. Very unselfish lesson learned, by the way. It's hit 3 strikes and Empty Fist and Cut Through Fate. I mean, of course, it's remove, yeah. The Abacus. Any The Abacus enjoyers? Yeah, very few relics that I would consider purchasing here, but the Abacus is certainly one of them. Yeah, Sundial plus the Abacus, just the classic. And we can, thanks to our 52 extra gold from Golden Idol, we do have the ability here to purchase the Abacus and a card removal. Probably still removing Strike over Defend. Just because we have lots of damage, and the Defends are actually like allowing us to block for way more. Rushdown alone isn't infinite, yeah. It's true. It's true. Rushdown alone is not infinite. Also, notably, Trip, completely insane here. Like, if we weren't going for infinite, Trip would be ridiculous. Like, genuinely, just complete, like, I can't even begin to describe how absolutely bonkers Trip is here. Yes, Papa and I are the same person. Papa and I, yeah, we're never in the same room, despite the fact that like he's always in my chat and I'm always in his chat. Never in the same room. Do describe? Well, I mean, okay. Empty Fist does 28 damage, right? But what if it did 42 damage? Like, just picture Empty Fist dealing 42 damage. Papa Bot. Yeah, the Papa Bot and the Merle Bot. What's up, Don Legend? How's it going, friend? Yeah, I mean, we are forced into an elite here, but I'm not really concerned. Even if it is Slavers, like, we have Gremlin Horn, we have a lot of stuff that's very good. Basically, all we need now is, like, 1 more draw card, and it needs to be able to draw 2. Or it needs to be a 0-cost draw card. So, yeah. Yeah. And we also have, like, the traditional way to go infinite as well, right? Again. Again. Yeah, yeah. The infinitely recurring infinite. Is it really, like... Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. Ooh, okay, okay. So... The worst thing that happens here, so potentially we get something really nuts here. I mean, basically we're just looking for Empty Mind, right? Empty Mind, like, maybe... Well, yeah, no, not really anything else, right? Sanctity doesn't work. So this is the thing, right? Watcher, when you think about this, right? It's like Sanctity and Empty Mind. And the thing is that Sanctity doesn't even work because you need to have a skill that you can play over and over again to, like, trigger it, right? So it's, like, really just... It's only Empty Mind that actually works here. Oh, Inner Peace does it too. That's right. Wheel Kick draws too. Not untrue. Not untrue. But, like, basically the worst thing happens here is we pick up something that's, like, it's basically impossible to see a card, or to not see a card that exhausts here. So we just read. Okay, well, there's Inner Peace. So, yeah. Infinite with Inner Peace. Seems good. But yeah, Watcher just has so few cards that actually say draw on them. I guess most characters are like that, right? Like, Ironclad only has Battle Trance, which obviously ends your draw, and, like, Pommel Strike, and I guess technically, like, Shrug It Off. Silent has quite a few, right? Like Acro, Backflip, Expertise, and Defect has a lot as well. Compile, Skim, Cool-Headed. Offering, I'm not really counting Offering because it's, like, an exhausting card, but I guess, like, Battle Trance is pretty much the same thing. One-cost comm cards. Well, it's not really about it being a one-cost comm card. We actually care more about the draw 3 here. Oh, yeah? Pog Paired? How could I have forgotten about Pog Paired? Well, Pog Paired isn't technically draw positive, is the reason that you forget about it. Reflex, though. Reflex is draw positive. But yeah, we just take Inner Peace here. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards in the deck. So yeah, we just need 2 more removals, which basically need to visit 2 more shops or find a removal event. Oh, we could even go left here. I didn't even realize that we can just go left. What am I smoking? We can just go left and take the Spicy Elite anyway. Okay. Any Omamori Valuers? But we could actually get Dead Branch from this. It is technically possible to get Dead Branch from this, and then that would ruin everything. Probably just gonna take my Omamori value, though. Oh, look, it's Singing Bowl. Ruin. Yeah, because this guy forces you to take the relic, but Singing Bowl is pretty nice. Okay, not slavers, so we're fine here. Hey, you wanna just, like, instantly kill this dude? Ba-boom. Oh, whatever. You absolute meanie head. I mean, we're just infinite now, so we're fine, but what a jerk. Wait, we are infinite now, right? 9... Wait. Oh, lesson learned? Not, yeah, we're not infinite without exhausting lesson, unfortunately. But we can still block for a lot, even if we're not infinite, because of the Abacus. Jusu is fine. Yeah. We probably don't want to encounter normal enemies anyway. And I definitely want to go for the spicy elite here. The reasoning behind that is fairly simple. Number one, it allows us to go to another shop this act, which if we do end up with 125 gold, will just be another remove, which is good. And number two, it opens up our pathing in Act 3, which I also like. So it's probably just lethal without any shenanigans, right? We only have to do 81 damage. So we have 4 energy to do 60 damage. 61 damage? I guess that doesn't work out quite how I would like it to. Whatever, dude. Garbage cards. The plant. The plant of evil. Inner piece, drawing 4, actually relevant. Super based and unselfish lesson learned. Just absolutely getting in there. Oh my god, this lesson learned. This lesson learned is destroying. Actually just destroying. Look at it go. It's hit every card in the deck except for defend and itself. What a lad. What an absolute lad. Yeah, the more that I play these kind of runs, the more that I get convinced that, like, unless you have all the pieces already, like, or have a ton of removes, lesson learned is just, like, it's just lesson learned. It's still good, right? It's still really good. Strike Dummy does actually do stuff here. 80 gold in this chest, by the way. 80 gold in this chest. Like, do not ignore the fact that we got 80 gold in this chest. But yeah, we can... I mean, we were going to have money for a remove anyway. This is only 125, so we were going to have money for the remove regardless. But yeah, we can just take the key here pretty safely. We could upgrade. I guess defend upgrade could technically be relevant. Sure, why not? Ah, the slavers. Okay, wounds are very bad, so I would certainly not mind, using a skill potion here to try to make something happen. Okay, does Wreath of Flame get lethal on Taskmaster is my question. If we use the Blessing of the Forge, it probably does. I mean, this is legitimately probably the hardest fight for the whole run, except if we have to fight Nemesis. Which, like, hopefully by the time we fight Nemesis, we'll have other solutions, potentially. And also Pyramid is kind of a Nemesis solution. Byron. Oh yeah. Well, okay, no. So this is 10 additional damage. So we have 18 plus 20 plus 9 plus 10, so 28, 48 plus 9. So we need to use the upgrade potion, but it is lethal on Red Slaver here. Or on Taskmaster. Oh, right. Wreath of Flame is in the deck now. Finesse, lol. Okay, so card removal is at 125, and I think we can pretty safely continue to remove strikes here. The question is, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 real cards in the deck. We have 150 for the next card remove. Thanks for that follow, friend. Do appreciate it. We have 150 for the next card remove. The first cycle of the Heart Fight is solved in a variety of ways already, so there's no reason to buy this Ancient Potion. However, if we are thinking about potentially needing to solve the Nemesis, the Flex Potion does that and does it very effectively. So if we want to have a one-stop shop Nemesis solution, It also is notably very strong against the Time Eater. Not that I think that we're necessarily going to have too much of an issue versus Time Eater, given the fact that we block for like 1 billion every turn with the Abacus once we're infinite. Falling is a solve. Oh, falling is solved? Technically no, because we have to take a power. In order for falling to be solved, we need to take a power. Because if it takes Cut Through Fate and Inner Peace, because the Wrath cards actually have nothing to do with the infinite. It's the infinite is Cut Through Fate and Inner Peace with the Sundial, right? So, yeah, we need a power. I'm not gonna buy a power, but I might take a power. And I do think that I want to take this Flex Potion. We'll basically try to avoid question marks in Act 3 if we can. And also we could just like take another Cut Through Fate as well to solve that, but then we would have to remove more cards, which, you know, we'll see what happens, of course. Oh no, my infinite. We actually don't have any more cards to upgrade, so we can just exhaust this lesson learned. Oh, very rude. Very rude. Vault, please? No such luck. So yeah, this is the infinite. And it is unfortunately very slow. But luckily, most fights we will be able to end fairly quickly because we have a lot of damage in the deck that is not part of the infinite. Oh. Totally calculated, of course. No point in resting here, so we can just grab the key. In case we want to take Calling Bell, I guess? I don't know. Ooh, nice. 8 gaming. Would that kill have proc Sundial? Yeah, it would have, actually. Because technically what happens is, we killed with Gremlin Horn, so the Gremlin Horn procs, and if Tantrum didn't shuffle itself into the draw pile, in order for us to draw it, it would've. It triggers 2 times? Yeah. So basically what happens is, Inner Peace says draw 4, but there's only 1 card in the draw pile. So essentially there's kind of like this weird thing that happens with the game, where when you try to draw more cards than are actually in the draw pile, the Abacus and Sundial get triggered twice. I don't know exactly why it works this way, but essentially what happens is it draws the cards and then it tries to draw more cards. So it triggers the effect twice. I don't really know whether to call it a bug or a feature. Maybe a quirk is a quirk, as Gravy is describing, is probably the best way to say it. But this is why the Pommel Strike Shrug It Off Sundial Infinite works. And essentially just any cards that draw 3 cards between them, basically, can go infinite with Sundial. That one relic. And people always say that, but that's not actually true, because this deck can just do this every turn. So it just doesn't matter. Wait, what the hell? I know the torches were alive. I know, but it shouldn't have, because I had a card in my draw pile. Oh, the torches die. Okay, yeah, the torches die. Okay, alright. That's dumb. So we could take Devotion here, to protect us against falling. It does make our turn 1s significantly more cringe. I forget that the torches die, but yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, I know it's Gremlin Horn draw. I just thought that I forget that the torches don't run away. The torches just die. So yeah, basically anytime we draw Vault on turn 1, we can go infinite on turn 1. But if we don't draw Vault on turn 1, then we're not going infinite on turn 1, and taking Devotion makes us less likely to go infinite on turn 1. Does that actually matter? Not really, and it's probably worth it just to protect us from falling. Duplication Potion does nothing. Our potions currently are very strong, so yeah. Okay, well, that's an empty cage. So yeah, we don't have to worry about falling anymore. We just want to go to one shop and probably as many question marks as possible. We have a Memori, which protects us against question marks being super cringe. And yeah, we already super win the run, right? So yeah, let's just go here. Devotion, I'm already regretting everything. Speedrun on 14 streak. Are we Portal gamers? Oh, we're super Portal gamers. I'm 100% taking Portal here. You better believe it. You better believe it. We actually have a lesson learned target now. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, we technically do. All right, we'll learn our lesson in this fight. Wait, what's our boss? It's Awakened one? Okay, so we'll get to be ethical. That's pretty cool. I would like to find some kind of draw potion instead of this liquid memories, like either a Gambler's Brew or a Swift Pot would be ideal. And we're going to 2 shops this act, so seems fairly possible for that to potentially happen here. Oh look, it's Rushdown. We do not need that. Technically, we could use the Omamori charge, but I'm worried about, like, possible worst-case scenarios, like, I don't know, getting a curse from, like, Match and Keep or Wheel of Change, so I'll just lose the max HP. The max HP is not, like, that relevant here anyway. Oh. Free 333 gold? Don't mind if I do. Oh, lose all of my gold for the red mask? I don't think so, sir. Ooh, bag of prep. That's pretty good. Just do that. Let's buy that. Good. Oh my god, it's the infinite card reward screen. If only we could take all of these, then we would be infinite. Actually, unironically, taking one of these would allow us to go energy positive with the infinite. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, yeah. Taking one of these would allow us to go energy positive with the infinite, but it's just not necessary. Thanks for that follow, friend. Purity is good? No. No, we don't need it. We don't need more removes. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 real cards in the deck. So even with the 2 heart statuses, we only have 8 cards total. So yeah, there's simply no need. And these are all also unnecessary. Ah, kunai. Very nice. We can upgrade all of the cards in our deck in order to not be able to heal again. Interesting. We could also heal to full in exchange for no curse. Or we could just get a rare relic from the Guardian. Poor Guardian. I wish I could turn off the Abacus here, because the animation time actually just takes way too long. Like, I have my animations going as fast as they possibly can, and this is still taking forever. Like, if we could just play the cards as fast as we could play them, this would not take that long, but the animations are just, like, too strong. Flash of Steel was also block positive. Do you mean Finesse? But we're already block positive with the Abacus. Or are we making a meme? How much Act 1 bosses get destroyed? Yeah. Always play 3 cards in cheats? Yeah. Oh, you're saying the yeah, ornamental fan? I still think Liquid Memories is probably technically better than Fairy, because we can, like, Liquid Memories, like, if we draw Inner Piece on turn 1, we can go Inner Piece, Liquid Memories, Inner Piece. Yeah, whatever. Like, Fairy also works. Like, who cares? I don't even know. Whatever, dude. Just, like, get me out of here. I don't know. I think the next remove is probably Eruption. Yeah, I was thinking about some kind of releasing the fairy meme, but, like, whatever. The reason that I played it out like that was just to put Sundial on, too. I played enough cards so the Inner Piece would have to draw 4 and only proc Sundial once. This Blood Vial, by the way, chugging away. 32 HP gained. Not too bad. I'm gonna go to the shop because it's faster. Wait, is the shop faster than the question mark? I don't even care. Let's just go to the shop, whatever. Master of Strategy? Centennial Puzzle? Let's just remove a card. I think the best remove right now is Eruption. We could take, like, I don't even know. There's a very, very, very low chance that we get. No, there's not a chance. Well, yeah, if this is like old coin exactly, we can remove again in Act 4, but whatever. Technically, this is a red-blue infinite? How so? Because Flexpot is red? Not because Tantrum is red. No, because Flexpot is red. Alright. This looks like such a slog. I mean, if by slog you mean playing the cards takes time, then sure. Pen Nib will help. "20 minutes in the hard fight?" Yeah. Not really. Yeah, 1 block per card with the Finesse Infinite. Okay, let's just do it like this. Wait. No. Okay, we can just do it like this. Oh, Smoke Bomb. Oh, Talk to the Hand. I've heard that it's impossible to beat the heart unless you have Talk to the Hand in your deck. Yeah, no reason. Any ethical gamers? Oh, we cannot play this Devotion. It's very important that we don't play that, because if we did, then we would be angering the Awakened One here, and that's simply unacceptable. You cannot Smoke Bomb the Act 4 elites? So technically you can, in 2 ways. One way is cheating, and the other way is if you kill one of them, then the surrounded debuff, which is what allows, which is what blocks the Smoke Bomb in the first place, disappears. So after you kill one of them, you can Smoke Bomb the fight. So this could be useful, for example, if you have a deck that doesn't really deal a lot of upfront damage, except you have like a Pen-Nibbed Ritual Dagger. So like, let's say your Pen-Nibbed Ritual Dagger is doing like 150, and you draw it on turn 1, well, then you can just like slam the shield and then Smoke Bomb and get out of there if you need to, right? And that could be relevant, potentially. But then the other way is, technically, if you put your game in slow mode and you use the Smoke Bomb as you're entering the combat, you can, like, skip the combat before the surrounded debuff actually applies to you. But that's obviously not, like, an intended mechanic, right? So we consider that to be cheating. Right, but then, well, actually, you can't get Ceramic Fish from the Act 4 Elite. It's not possible. Now we can play Devotion. Yeah, the knobs are really fast. The knobs are very fast. Does this work with Prey? Technically, no. I mean, like, so the problem is that in order to continue to gain energy from divinity, you need to, like, it depends on, like, are there potential, like with Sundial, you don't need divinity in order to gain energy, right? But like if you have Prey, then you can just go infinite with divinity, right? But like you can't actually, so the thing is that Prey does technically go infinite in like very certain ways. Yeah, if you have two copies of, or I don't know exactly how Prey works with infinite. I haven't really ever tried to go infinite with Prey because see, like, what the hell happened there, man? What happened there? I don't know. It beats me, dude. Thank God. Yeah, there are probably infinites with Prey. I just usually don't consider them because they're very un-time meter friendly, and they're also, like, very difficult to, oh God. Oh, wait, no, we can just do the miracle and not have to see that message anymore? Okay. So yeah, they're just very, very unfriendly with the time meter, generally, and it's also difficult to fill hand unless you have other stuff. Yeah, doing damage with it can also be awkward because you aren't, like, card draw positive in a way that, like, works for you, so there's just, like, a variety of reasons why Prey as an infinite solution is not so good. Generally speaking, if you want to go infinite with Watcher and not do the red-blue thing, you're gonna want to be looking out for Sundial or Prostrate. Those are like the major culprits. I mean, fun-wise, I mean, I don't know. I enjoy playing optimally. And like that's really up to you, you know? I mean, for me personally, I enjoy playing this style because I like showcasing what is possible with the Watcher. And yeah, this is kind of a cool way, like, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like, I'm not gonna say I invented it, but I like pioneered this playstyle, so, you know, it's neat for me to, like, you know, play these runs and kind of teach people about how this whole situation works, because really, like, before I started doing this, nobody was playing like this. Like, Life Coach did go infinite in a few of his, like, 50 Watcher game runs, but he wasn't playing those runs like I'm playing these runs. So, you know, having a game be, like, as popular as Slay the Spire and having, like, an entire character's potentially, like, most powerful strategy being something that you created is pretty neat. And so, like, from that perspective, you know, it's just you know, nice to be able to, like, play these runs and, again, like, kind of teach people my thought process behind them. Who do you think is the best player? I mean, that's very subjective. It depends on the character, and it depends on a lot of things. I don't think that it's really necessarily worthwhile to say that somebody is, like, the best player in Slay the Spire, just because, like, I mean, it's so subjective based on so many different things. But yeah, it certainly depends on the character. Yeah, we get to chill out, we get to have a conversation, you know? I don't mind talking to Twitch chat. I think that's fun. They officially die. Very unethical. They run straight off the cliff. Jesus. Well, listen, if I'm not the one that kills them, I'm cool with it. Okay? If I'm not the one that kills them, it's alright by me. Do we buy Orrery for the 10 max HP here? Sure, let's buy Orrery for 10 max HP. I'll look at Sphere No Evil. Orrery, aka Pear. Singing Bowl, 40 max HP. None of it will be relevant, but yeah, casual 40 max HP Singing Bowl, that's fun. Omamori did one thing, which was get us our Singing Bowl for free, so thanks Omamori, I guess. It also allowed us to take all those question marks in Act 3, which significantly shortened the run. Wait, is it possible to brick here? It is technically possible, right? Like, if we draw all of this... Yeah. I mean, any hand... I mean, yeah, it's possible to brick, but not very likely anymore. Yeah, it's really weird, right? It's very, very weird. I don't quite understand it, but... Oh, wait, no, we have Bag of Prep. Never mind. I was thinking about 5 draws, but with 7 draws, yeah, that's significantly more difficult to brick here. We can't brick? Oh, sick. Okay. Glad I have Gravy here to, So nice that we don't have the scry animation. Oh my god. Can you imagine if you had to click through the scry screen every time? Oh, that would be excessively cringe. Ah, fossilized helix. Ah, scrawl. A completely useless scrawl. Oh, talk to the hand? I've heard that it's impossible to beat the heart without talk to the hand in your deck. fun run is fun. Misclick, skip, and didn't take talk to the hand. Here we go, sleeper. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're going places. We are going places. Those places are basically straight to the W screen. Oh no, we are frail. Actually, the real thing here is, oh no, we are weak, right? Because being weak is definitely not cool right now. If you ethical kill, the minion death animation will set off and the sundial will tick. What the hell? How does that even work? Because, like... 50% longer that we have to click 2 buttons? Yep. Just absolutely thrilling Slay the Spire gameplay here. Oh my god. Like, what? That is so strange. I don't understand that at all. But... here we are, I suppose. Yeah, you know your infinite is really OP when you're, like, getting the status turn and you're just infinite with 5 statuses in your deck. That's how you know your infinite is OP. Are you playing a Watcher run after? I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I might play another run of Slay the Spire, or I might actually try to play some Rocket League potentially here. We'll see. $999 decks? Oh god, please, no. I'd like it if Merle went from friendly chill Spire streamer to a raging tilt lord in Rocket League. Yeah, Yeah, I have been known to get slightly tilted while playing Rocket League. Not so much anymore. I used to get really tilted playing Rocket League, but I don't really take it as seriously as I used to. So yeah, there's a lot less tilt now than there once was. Me Rocket League, playing Rocket League. Yes, that is of course where my name came from. Okay. Cool. Good run and stuff. The heart was defeated by the